Mainly, our pedagogy is based on teaching students how to solve a problem creatively. So creativity is really the centerpiece of the whole pedagogy that we have. So when we give the students a design brief, we expect them to come up with ideas, and usually kids have no issues coming up with lots of ideas. I think the problem that they hit is that they don't know how to go through a creative process that would require them to iterate a lot, change their ideas, and also get feedback from their mentors to basically, which would help them to kind of iterate more. The reason why we wanted to do prosthetics or DIY prosthetics is that it's a very interesting design problem to solve because you have to design something that's going to fit on the hand. So it's very particular. So from an engineering standpoint, it's a really interesting problem to solve. There's a lot of mechanics in terms of how you want to release something or how you want to close it, and how, all of these interesting mechanisms that need to be figured out. And at the same time, figuring out the sizing and how it's going to work and all of that. So that was pretty cool. And the other thing that is really interesting about it is that it requires both a lot of laser cutting and 3D printing at the same time. So we got to teach them a lot of different skills basically to make the prosthetics happen.
I think ultimately what the most successful students have is the ability to kind of take ownership of the work that they're doing and have enthusiasm for the process. And with that comes a willingness to continue to rethink critically about the work that they're doing. So there's no specific skill, it's really a willingness to learn and to really embrace the work that they're doing. And one thing I noticed with the Montessori students right away was that in terms of generating creative ideas, there was no hesitation at all that they had. So when we began brainstorming, they came up with 10 ideas in 2 minutes, and every one of the ideas was a good idea.